This is the Learned Information for the week 13 passage for Fix-It 1. The first thing we're going to focus on is a new homophone. Homophone means it sounds the same. Homo means same, phone means sound. So they're words that sound the same. They're spelled differently, but they sound the same. And you have to know which word you're talking about when we see it. They have different meanings. So the first one, it's going to be two, or two, and you'll have to select, is it TO, TWO, or TOO? So let's look at the meaning of those. The word to, just 2o, can be used a couple of ways. It can be a preposition, like, can you take me to the park? Or give the gift to your sister. That's a TO when it's a preposition. TO also can be attached to a verb. I want to sing. That we call that an infinitive. It's never the main verb of your sentence. It's usually used as something else, like the object of your verb, I want. I want to sing. But it's not a preposition. So, but it's still that TO. I want to sing, I want to sleep, things like that. Then we have our second two, which is TWO, and that is the number two when you're talking about it. I would like 2 scoops of ice cream, TWO. So when you're talking about amount, a number, then use TWO. And then the last one is TOO, and that can mean a couple things. The first thing it can mean is an excessive amount or a degree of something. It's too early for breakfast. Okay, that's too much, too early. TOO can also mean also. I'd like hot fudge on my ice cream too. Or let me come too, TOO for that one. So remember, too much or also. And then the last thing on the Learned page is talking about the different ways you can end a sentence. You notice when you do your passages, your editing, they leave off the end marks and you have to decide which end punctuation to use. And so far it's been periods because that's all we know. So a period marks a statement. Nothing dramatic about it. It's just you're making a statement of fact, usually. A question mark, you use that at the end of a sentence that is posing a question. It needs an answer. So that's a question mark. And then if something is very exciting or dramatic, or someone's exclaiming, then you use an exclamation point for dramatic effect. Something that's important as you get into writing, one, academic writing like reports should really not use exclamation points. There probably shouldn't be a need for exclamation points. And even if you're using them in more creative writing, too many is too much. You want to use them sparingly so that they actually do have dramatic effect. If you use them after every sentence, then it's no longer dramatic. It starts to feel just like a period again, or it feels like the author is yelling at you because he has exclamation points after everything. So those are the 3 ways as you go through your Fix-It this week and do your editing or your marking of things. You want to pay attention to, how do I need to end this sentence when you get to the end? Some of them undoubtedly, because we've covered end marks, will be questions, and some might call for an exclamation point even. So be on the lookout for those. Go ahead and do your editing, and I will get your corrections video made so that you can check your work.